Well,
Are we live?
we are live.
All right, he said he's coming.
Oh man, wow!
I guess I shamed him.
About freaking time.
I guess we shamed him. Are you the only one coming? Hey, everybody, welcome to the Atlantic Flyway crew.
Let's see. I gotta copy the link and I'll post it in the chat for whenever the slackers get here. They can jump on in.
Man,
So how you been, Matt?
I'm doing good. Doing
Good.
good. Pretty much worked all weekend. I had Saturday off, but wait a minute.
You been scouting at least?
I have no idea. I have no. Hang on. Somehow my phone went to voice. I think I just sent everybody a stupid ass text message. Nope,
Nice.
I got it. I was able to.
You figured it out.
Yeah, so here we will put this way over there. Yeah, I ended up having to work Friday and today. So yesterday was my only day off, and we were finishing up the bedroom project.
Okay. Getting everything painted up, eh?
Everything's painted, new bed, new armoire, TV's now hooked up. Everything's just a few odds and ends. Hang a few pictures, and
Good
we're
deal.
done.
Nice. Now you can get out scouting, huh?
I'm not. I got to work the rest of the week.
Lord.
Yep, I got to work every day till 5 o'clock, and then Friday morning we're leaving to go to North Carolina. So we'll probably
Okay.
scout Friday evening, Friday afternoon, a little local swamp there. Probably sit on the riverbank and see what flies in or flies out.
Okay. Hey, today was an awesome shoot. It was
saw
fun.
that, man. What was your totals?
12 birds.
Yeah, but what all y'all shoot?
We hit. I hit 2 widgeon, 1 drake and 1 hen. 1 blue winged teal drake, and then 3 hen ringers.
Okay.
That wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a fun shoot because we were sitting there taking our time, picking our birds. And, I mean, it was super foggy. We couldn't even see the decoys that were like 10 feet in front of us. So who knows what flew past us in the morning? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, by the time we seen them, they were already in and out of the spread. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was a fun shoot. I would say I was like at 80% shooting.
Okay.
It was fun. Like every single shot was 1 shot and then drop. Then I would take 2 shots and they would drop on the second one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this ain't bad, man. It was fun when you actually stop and collect yourself and pick your birds.
And just have fun with it, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy Saturday. The anwar that we have was up. I have a bonus room upstairs, and it was upstairs. And for all practical purposes, it's brand new because we have never used it. We stored some old blankets up there. That's it. That's all that's ever been in it. So I took it apart, and I was bringing it downstairs. It's pretty heavy. And doorbell rang, and I answered the door, and a friend of mine was at the door, I haven't seen this guy in probably 20 years. And it maybe even longer than that. But he said, "Hey, dude, I was driving through the neighborhood. I saw your truck, and I knew that you lived here, but I just wanted to stop and say hey and tell you that I love your channel." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, come on in the house." I said, "I'm upstairs. My wife's holding on to a piece of furniture that's about ready to slide down the steps. Let me get up there real quick." And so he helped me bring those two pieces down and get it set up in the bedroom. And then we went outside to the decoy shed and started talking. And we were reminiscing about the old days, man. I mean, when we had ducks and food and we sat there at the shed, sat down, cracked open a couple of beers, just had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Just reminiscing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a blast.
Nice, man. I mean, it's cool to meet a little subscriber like that, Have him come by and hang out.
Right. Yeah, I mean they're sitting there chat. Where's Josh is not on yet? He's not in the basement.
Not yet.
Him and Cameron are texting.
Yeah. I guess he's got a big hunt next week. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There he is.
Finally.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm right here.
Right freaking time.
Yeah.
How you doing, Josh?
I'm living, man, living.
Nice to see you, man.
Yeah.
About freaking time.
It's only 8:09.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm saying,
discussion, man.
Yeah.
I was giving my 4-year-old a bath, okay?
A 4-year-old, man, you stick him outside and hit him with a water hose.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
It is that easy. I raised two of them up. When I had something to do, I just wash them off with a water hose.
Yeah. Oh, you hunting tomorrow?
No, I got to work.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm going to be at work.
Hold on.
Cameron, I just said, "Come on, Cam." And he says he is currently evacuating some Patron.
Yeah. So I'm flying to him Friday. I'm flying to Denver, and we're getting in his truck. He's picking me up from the airport. So we canceled our Maryland trip. He's picking me up in Denver. We're driving to Idaho, and we're hunting 3 days in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kiwi Tom, how's it going?
How's it going, Tom?
Going to Idaho. Potatoes.
Yeah. So
They
hopefully that'll
kill
be
some
good.
ducks out there.
Yeah, he's got a buddy he knows from welding because he used to do pipeline work. The boy he's a guide for an outfitter, but we're not going with the outfitter, if that makes sense. We're going hunting with his buddy.
Right.
Okay.
And apparently they've been stacking them up pretty good.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that is in the Air Force. He just got stationed out there in August. And I'm getting pictures of him in limits. I mean, constantly.
Yeah, they shoot a limit of mallards every day.
Yeah.
What's the limit of mallards over there? 6? Or
5.
4? 5?
They can shoot 7 birds, I believe, but 5 mallards because it's Pacific flyway.
Gotcha. Huh. That's cool.
And I hate flying. I hadn't flown in like 9 years, so I'm freaking out.
Hey,
take a Xanax and chill out.
Always remember, sit in the back of the plane as far back as you can go, because that way you can see everybody else as they go when they crash.
Thanks.
So you could be the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I'm flying out of Charlotte Friday morning.
Cool, man.
I hate that airport.
I hadn't been there in years either. I've never flown with a shotgun, so this will be interesting.
That's easy.
I've never flown, let me rephrase, I've never flown civilian. Every time I've ever been in an airplane, I've been in uniform.
Right. Well,
So
trust me, it's going to be a whole lot different.
That's what I figure. I'm going to get there really early, I reckon.
Now, they change the rules up every time I flew. They change the rules up. 1 minute, you have to have your shells in a separate container.
I'm not even taking shells.
The next minute, you can put your shells with your gun. But
yeah,
he's done bought like 15 boxes of shells.
Huh?
He's already bought like 15 boxes of shells just for this trip.
there you go. I mean, he might be a
tried
little
to
rusty.
get on here, but he won't.
No, he's texting now. He just
Yeah, he's
something
been in the
about
mountains skiing all weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be a little rusty. You might need 15 boxes of shells.
His buddy told him to bring 2 boxes per day.
Jeez.
Good
I
Lord.
said, God knows. Yeah, apparently I shoot ducks in the morning and geese in the evening. I don't know. I kind of want to shoot a lesser. That'd be cool. We ain't got them here.
No. We just got lesser ducks.
Yeah. I bet there's boys down there right now in spots. Got to be.
Oh, you know they are, dude. They've been there since they got there Friday afternoon.
They've been down there since Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Friday afternoon after work, and
Down there by the blowout.
they're either at the blowout, halfway swamp, or
Yeah. Oh.
Are you guys talking about your area for the opening day?
We're talking about, the one place where everybody goes.
the one place everybody goes. It's no secret.
If you look at my last video, when I pulled up at the ramp at 2 o'clock on Friday, that's it.
As soon as you pulled
Gotcha.
up, when I was watching that video, you pulled up, I went, that fool went to that landing on.
I didn't want to, but that's what them boys wanted to do, so I just went just to go, and we had a blast. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't kill anything, but we had fun.
You parked up
Nice.
by the mobile homes?
No, I parked in the parking lot.
Oh, you did find a place in the parking lot?
Yeah. Now, when I left out the next morning, there was trucks and trailers all the way up the road.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Billy. Like people don't understand when I tell them like it's super pressured here. Like it makes no sense.
That landing will hold 75 to 100 cars and boats.
It ain't a small landing. It's a big
It's
landing.
a big landing.
Holy
And
crap.
there's a road that goes to it. It's about a mile and a half long, and I have seen it. The parking lot full, and both sides of the road there were trucks parked.
Wow.
And that's just one landing. There's more landings on that lake.
Holy crap.
There's some more.
It kind of reminds me of Black Point down here. We have a big marina down here, like kind of like closer to the Keys, like before you actually get into the Keys.
Right.
Yeah.
And the parking lot probably holds like 600 trucks and trailers. And then it'll have down the road, like it's like a 5-mile stretch of road, and it'll be trucks and trailers all the way down. Like especially on
Duck
like
hunters?
yeah, well, no, not duck hunters,
Oh.
but people going out on the boats, you know.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I thought you were talking about
Well,
duck
that makes
hunters.
sense.
Yeah.
We're just talking
But-
duck hunter.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about duck hunters.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we ain't
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about
We're just
fishermen
talking
and
duck
people
hunting.
hanging out.
Jesus. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Holy crap!
You ought to
You gotta
come
remember-
get you some.
There's only on that side of the lake. There's only there used to be 3. Now there's basically one landing that's improved. You got two landings that are unimproved landings, and you got one landing that I wouldn't send my worst enemy to. That guy, he's an idiot. Sorry.
You talking about? Oh man, I don't want to
Yeah.
name it. You talking about?
I'm talking about the boy from Carolina King. If you're watching, you're an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say it's got to be Carolina King. I've heard so many bad stories about that guy.
Oh,
It's a private ramp, and he'll charge duck hunters like $15, $20 to park, and then he'll like take their tag number, and it just causes. He'll run his mouth, causes all kind of trouble. He's from up north, apparently.
oh yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, I've got friends who've had experiences with that guy, and I came across. I was scouting one day and came across a young man. I say kid, he's probably in his late teens, early 20s. He had broke down. His boat was broke down, and all he needed was a spade fuse. He needed a 20 amp spade fuse. That's all he needed. And I didn't have one because I don't, Go Devils, you don't need a 20 amp spade fuse for anything. So I didn't have one. So I said, man, throw your anchor out and I'll drive you up to that landing. We'll see if they got a spade fuse. If not, I'll come back and get your boat. We'll tie it up. We'll take you up to I'll take you to wherever you put it in at. And I took him up there, and that he wanted to charge me $10 for putting my boat on the dock to go in and buy something.
That don't surprise me.
What? Like I don't understand. This is a public ramp.
No, it's a private.
No,
ramp.
it was private.
It used to be public. It used to be a public ramp. Now and then he bought it, and many years ago, a buddy of mine would camp the landing across the slough called Jack's Creek. And he would camp over there.
It used to be
season.
public, didn't it?
Huh? What? So anyway, he told me he was camping down at Billups. And I was thinking the now it's called the Carolina King, but it used to be called Billups. I was thinking that. So I drove down there and I had my boat tied up, and I got out there and my dog was whining, so I let her out and was like looking around. I was getting ready to walk up to the store to see, was anybody using the camper? They using the cabins or something? He come running out there screaming and hollering and pitching a fit. Told me he was going to call the law. And I looked at him and I said, really? And he goes, yeah. I said, huh. I said, go ahead and call him. He stopped. He said, what? I said, go ahead and call him. Call the Clarendon County Sheriff's Department. Call him right now. And when you do, and I gave him my name, so tell him I'm here. And what he didn't know is I was a police detective back then. And I flashed my badge and went, I'll call him. I haven't done anything wrong. Call him. Bring your happy ass on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. What's the old saying? The F around to find out? Find out.
You want me to call him for you? I got him on speed dial.
I got 911, brother. Come on, I'll call.
Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of stories about that dude. I don't think I've ever met him, but I've heard. I've never put in there either.
Oh, he's the things he's done, man. I mean, and other people that I know that they'll tell the same. They tell stories and they go, "This happened to me," and I'm like, why somebody?
Stop going there.
Huh?
I said, tell them to stop going there.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
nobody does anymore. He won't
And
even
that's the
let you
only
put
ramp down that way, isn't it?
He won't open the gates until after 7 o'clock in the morning.
To keep duck hunters out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rumor had it. I can't verify this, but rumor had it that he was baiting. He was pouring corn out to get duck hunters in trouble over there. That was rumor.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I can't verify it, but that's what.
Is this like some old dude or something, or like real old dude?
He's from up north. Someone
Yeah.
went there to explain it.
Lord.
I know Lewis ain't here to defend them, but
Well,
he's from somewhere up that way.
Even if Lewis was here, I'd still call the man a Yankee. I mean, sorry, it is what it is. But yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So you gonna be able to hunt any this week, Josh?
I'm gonna hunt. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna hunt.
Figure out the layout.
Yeah, my daughter's got a Christmas program tomorrow at like 10, so I'm gonna hunt a little wood duck hole early and try to shoot a couple and get out.
Okay.
They're best eating anyway. So.
Yeah,
I can get going.
shoot your hooded McGanzer.
Yeah, man, they're everywhere down here this year. Apparently, that's all I've been killing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't seen one.
I mean, I've shot some wood ducks, but
I haven't seen one this season.
I have not pulled the trigger on a wood duck yet this year. I haven't pulled up. I haven't even shot at one. I hadn't even pulled up on one.
Well,
yeah, there's some places I go. I know that's all I'm gonna shoot at.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, all right, cool.
Well, I take that back. I did kill one Thanksgiving morning. I take that back. I lied. I did Thanksgiving morning. We went on a summer duck shoot real quick.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in a hurry and you got a little hole that's got them, you just get in and get out.
Yep. Bang, 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 out.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, easy.
All your decoys on a jerk rig.
Yeah.
Man.
That many.
I carry more equipment and cameras than I do in any duck hunting equipment just to do that.
Man, I found out today, dude, using a jerk rig down here sucks.
Grass.
Yeah, grass and hydrilla, it just doesn't work. It does not work out well.
Tell me you seen the new one that doesn't have strings on it. It like just came out. It's like got like a motor.
Yeah, the one with the motor on it.
Yeah, like a battery in a box.
Yeah.
That some bitch is $400, but it looks badass.
The one I want is the one that's head spins into the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lewis works with them. I've been meaning to get one of them too. Duck Creek, I think it is.
I talked to him on Instagram trying to get maybe get something going, and they said we'll check your channel out, and then they haven't got back with me. So
and that was it. Yeah, I had the same issue with I think it was Motion with the dirt rigs.
Okay, no big deal.
Yeah, like, whatever. Dude, I've picked up like 80 subs off that last video.
Really?
Yeah, in like 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm almost at 400.
Wow, nice.
That's an iMovie editing skills right there.
Another 100, you can get your community tab.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, man.
I looked the other day. I'm doing pretty good on watch hours. Like they're ahead of the subs, to get monetized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm struggling hard,
but I haven't been able to put anything out. I haven't hunted.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you gotta to keep it going. You gotta keep putting something out. But if you don't hunt,
that's why I keep trying to get y'all on these lives.
Lives.
If you get enough people in here You can get some people in here, and I posted on my community tab to tell everybody that I was going to be here tonight. You know,
Yeah, I did.
And that's
Well, I
what
don't
you got to
have that,
do,
but-
man. Get on your Facebook pages, Instagram, TikToks, and just tell people, hey, tonight at such and such, we're going to be on.
Yeah. I don't have a big following on Instagram or TikTok. I have more here.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just put it out. You got to put it out there, dude. You got to work for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. I threw out the link on Instagram, but doubt anybody really comes over. It's hard to transition guys from Instagram over to YouTube for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that little video that I did, a little short I did on YouTube called "Fat Man Gotta Eat," where I was cooking using the biscuit cooker and cooking up some bacon. You know, it got 200 or 300 views on YouTube. Instagram, it's got almost 26,000.
Yeah, dude, the algorithms are so different. I can't figure them out.
I'm like, wow. You know?
Yeah. That was nice. The one, Grant, what's up, man? Yeah, the one short I dropped, hitting them 2 wood ducks I got with one shot in that Scotch double. Yeah. I got like 70 subscribers for that. I'm like, man.
Yeah,
what
and the next short will have 100 views.
Yeah, they won't even break triple digits.
No. Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, I've got 82 subs in the last 28 days.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to give you a secret. Something now this has not happened to me personally, but I'm watching it happen to other channels. Save yourself some videos. Okay? Get you a couple of videos. If you can put together, store them somewhere. Don't put them out.
Or just keep them private.
Next August.
Yeah, start dumping videos.
Start dropping your videos. What happens is guys are interested in duck hunting come September because you got to remember the season started earlier up north. So they're getting into those guys are starting to get into it. By October, the southern states start getting into it. By November and December, they're really into it. And coming into January, they're either so busy duck hunting or they're not killing anything and they're tired of watching people kill stuff. They're not going to watch videos. You'll get a small flurry come February. Then after that, it just drops off.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I will watch more duck hunting videos between July and September than I will all year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm one of them, yeah. And that makes sense.
Cameron Kelly, what's going on?
That's Cam. I told him to click the damn link.
Yeah, he won't do it.
Oh, he said he don't see it.
Scroll up. There you go. It's right there.
There it is. I'm about to say he's texting me and he's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, it's up there. He could tell you more about what we're doing next weekend than I could. All I know is I'm getting on a plane and he's picking me up. And I'm going to shoot birds.
Hopefully.
It's going to be cold, man. Like the high Sunday in Idaho is like 23.
Jeez.
Mm.
You better carry everything.
You still got the heat on here. Yeah, where are we at? Yeah, right there.
Hey.
Oh, Lord.
Hey.
That's what he looks like.
He's been out here once, I think.
Yeah, one time. Stranger.
And he was walking in Home Depot.
It's stranger danger.
That's right.
Stranger danger.
Oh, man.
So what's up, Cameron?
What up? What up? What up?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. I drank too much fucking tequila last night.
Oh, man.
Oh, we're not the same, dude. I used to be able to drink that all night long and get up and go to work the next day. It was not a problem.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel all right
Clothes.
today, but stomach don't feel too good.
I used to drink all night, get up in the morning, and they'd run us out in the formation. We'd run for about 5 miles, puking,
Oh yeah.
laughing,
Yeah, that's active
puking
duty
some
stuff.
more, laughing.
He would know. He was active duty.
Yep.
Yeah.
What branch were you in?
Army.
Ain't ready to be a Marine yet? Okay.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
Man, I gotta do it like that, bro.
I mean, pretty much.
So
I tried to join the Marines. They duped me.
He's
They
right.
duped you.
Oh yeah, that's a story for another live stream.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's wild.
Cameron, tell us about your upcoming adventure.
So one of my buddies that's also a welder runs his own little welding rig and welding outfit up in Idaho. Has been bugging me about it for a couple of seasons. And so Josh and I were going to try to go up to Maryland and do a redo of last year's hunt. And logistically trying to figure out the time and dates because I got a bunch of work stuff going on. I didn't know if I was going to make it. So we were able to kind of move it around, and then Josh decided to fly here, and then we're going to go hit up my buddy Tanner. So he guides for
Dry foot?
no, I can't. Dry Foot Outdoors. That's it. Yeah. So he guides for Dry Foot Outdoors like 3 or 4 days a week. And then the other few days a week, he because he's a welder, he welds a lot of irrigation pipe and stuff. And he's worked out barter system with some of the farmers to where he can lease their land during duck season for welding for him during the summertime. So it works out. So him and I were talking about it. And he was like, man, let me know when you can come. And I just kept I was kicking it around. My construction business has kind of taken off exponentially, so I just haven't had the time because like the last couple seasons I've just taken off like the whole Thanksgiving to January, and then hunted 2-3 days a week the whole season, and then this year it just didn't work out. So anyway, Tanner was kind of bugging me about it, and finally this all worked out logistically with Josh to come out. So we head up Friday. We're going to try to make our way up there Friday afternoon some, and then Saturday get into town, do some scouting. We'll be hunting the Snake River area. And he pretty much said plan on ducks in the morning and geese in the evening. We're going to hunt 3 or 4 days up there and then come back to Colorado and he can fly out. But it's just easier to fly here and then drive up there. It'd be cool too. Josh will get to see a lot of the Rocky Mountains and Rocky Mountain National Park. Probably going to come back through like Jackson Hole area in Wyoming and get to see some of that
cool
stuff
place.
too. Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, I've never been west. Like far west I've been is Fort Hood, so Texas.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. He's got mud boat, jet boat. He's like, we're gonna hunt some over the river, some over swamp, some in the field. He's like, geese will pretty much all be in the field. He's like, but I want to try to mix it up and give you a little bit of everything while you're here. So it'll be a cool hunt. I went and bought a new gun and everything.
What'd you get?
SX4.
Okay.
I wasn't quite ready to spend Super Black Eagle money.
I hear you.
I got one in the cabinet. I quit shooting it.
You don't like it?
He quit shooting it. He shoots like a
I
1948
16
20
gauge, and I just love my 16 gauges. But,
Yeah, I mean, they're sweet guns. I've got a 16 gauge bolt action with a adjustable choke.
poly choke.
Yeah,
Well, those are cool guns.
yeah, and then I got a 12 gauge bolt action also, all like my old grandpa's stuff.
That's cool.
Oh, I've seen guys in Arkansas back in the day, man. They'll come out in those rice fields with those bolt action 12s and bolt action 10s, and you'll cut loose, and you're looking over at them, and they're picking up 3 ducks, and you're going, "There's no way!" And those guys are fast, dude. They just,
Well, I used to shoot like sporting clays when I was in high school. Our school started a team either my junior year or senior year. I don't remember.
Then once you shot.
So I made it all the way to state shooting a Maverick 88 Walmart fucking pump. And these people are up there shooting, I mean, gold-plated over and unders. And I mean, I'm like, look, dude, I was just some broke dude from the country. We trying to make it what happened. And one of my buddies let me like borrow his Nelly or something that he won at like a National Wild Turkey Federation banquet or some shit. And I was like, I've never even shot an automatic. I just put that shit back in the box.
Oh God.
Go shoot one time, try to rack it.
I know. Well, so like I never even owned automatic until last season, and I like all season I was trying to shoot. I kept telling Josh, I was like, every time I go to shoot, I'm so used to like the pump coming back, and I'm ready to rack another one forward, and it was tripping me out. I'm like, oh, you can just pull the trigger. This is easy.
Yeah, he was lost.
I'd shoot one time and be like, what the hell's wrong with this thing? And I'm like, oh, yeah, just pull the trigger, dummy.
I watched this kid. He's about 16, 17 years old. We were in, you know where Camden, South Carolina is.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Bishopville.
Oh, you're from Bishop. Oh, you're right the road from me then.
Yeah, but I'm in Colorado right now.
Well, but what I'm saying is, I'm in Sumter, so I mean, you're just from right up the road. Well, anyway, you know they got that sporting clays range in Camden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where we used to do our practices there at Hermitage.
And this kid walked in there and he had an old pump gun, and I have no idea who he is. Hell, it could have been you. I do not know. He walked in. He came up with us and asked if he could shoot with us because he didn't have anybody else to shoot with. Buddies of mine said, yeah, and I was shooting I had an 1120 gauge, still got it, it's in there. And a couple of the guys had some over and unders, and a couple guys had the little 28 gauges, you know, and they were all expert shots. I'm mediocre. And so they asked this kid, they were joking, and said, well, do you want to make this interesting? And the kid said, man, all I got's, $20. He said, all right, well, we'll shoot around for the $20.
Took your money, didn't he?
That kid took our money. He took our money big time and was laughing the whole time. Shooting that old beat up, it was a beat up 870, I think.
Can't kill him.
The gun, it rattled. It shake it. It was just sound like a rattle. And he took our money bigger than snot.
He said, next round. He said,
I just handed him mine and walked away. I had enough of it. But
I was your way yesterday. I was in Wedgefield.
We shot a 50 rounder, and he didn't miss. Not one shot. Not one time did he miss. And I mean, I was like, holy crap. And somebody asked him, he says, yeah, I've been shooting for just a few years. He said, but he was on some high school team, and he's one of those natural shooters. I mean, just everything about him was natural.
We used to shoot all our practice stuff at Hermitage, and when I pulled up the state, I mean, I don't even remember. I mean, dude, we were poor. We probably pulled up the state in like a 99 Buick LeSabre or something. I don't even remember. I mean, so we pull up, get out and open the trunk. I'm shooting the cheapest Walmart shells. They used to sell the 100 pack, or whatever.
Yep.
Pull up, get, like the cheap shells. Everybody out there is shooting fucking bismuths or whatever. And I get out with, my pump from Walmart and just go up there and sat my gun up at the rack like everybody else and got my number and everything. And some dude said, he was like, are you actually going to shoot with that? And I said, yeah. He said, you ever get out of the 70s? And I said, well, my qualifier was a 94 out of 100. And he was like, what's your name? And I turned around and my number was on, and they all went, oh, that's that guy. And I was like, man, I don't know how to shoot some fucking pump with cheap rounds. I mean, and they were just, like the coach on the team, he was the big money guy. He had 10 or 12 of those fucking over and unders, names I can't even pronounce, and he's like, you really can shoot it if you want. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm not trying to shoot something that I've never shot before. Like, why is everybody trying to get me to like change guns at the state shoot? And still came out on top. I didn't win. I came, I think, like third or fourth or something like that. Some couple kids shot like 99. And I'm like, shooting at a state level, shooting 100 is rough. There's a lot of trick birds out there, and you get like one opportunity to look at them, and then you get a score because everybody has to score each other and stuff. Like there were some people, of course, running around just lying about shit, and One year they got busted, but it was some people, I think it was from Williamsburg Academy down there, got caught like cheating. You know, they'd shoot them when they get into the tree and count it as a hit. And, you know, I mean, just stupid little tricks like that. Oh, well.
That brings up a question for me, for you guys. What is the most expensive gun you have seen in a duck blind?
It would probably have to be. Oh man, I don't know what it was. It was over and under. It was my old man's boss, and at the time he had the world's largest crane company. It was called Anthony Crane. They were all over in the States. And he brought out to the blind $80,000 over and under.
It had to be a Craig off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. It had that crazy blued barrel on it, and
Craig off.
I was like, he's like, "Oh, you want to shoot it?" I'm like, No, I don't want to touch it. If I ding this thing, I can't replace it.
Josh?
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like that. No, not a duck blind.
I don't know. I mean, in a duck blind, I don't know. I've only really ever hunted with Josh and a couple of my friends that are all also poor. So, but like, you know, no, I mean, I guess some of those competitions and stuff I've seen, I wouldn't even know what brands they are, but similar type shit, you know, just crazy rainbow color with 7 different colors, rainbow foregrips and stocks on them. And you're just like, why do you even shoot that, much less like come out in the woods with it?
Yeah, that's something that goes on the wall. But for that guy, money was no option for him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I watched a guy in an Arkansas rice field. Had a case. It had just a regular floating gun case. We get out to the rice field. We get into the pit. We start getting situated. He brings out his shotgun, and I don't know if it was an $80,000 Craig off, but it was a Craig off. And I looked over and I said, "That's a Craig off." And my dad goes, my dad looked over and goes, "Holy crap!" And he said, "Yeah." The guy goes, "Yeah." He said, "I lease them every year." I said, "You do what?" He says, we lease these guns every year. He says, "Every year I get a new gun from Craigoff." He goes, he leases them. And he spends $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year just on a shotgun and turns it in at the end of this duck season. Doesn't clean it. He says, I'm spending that kind of money. They can clean it when they get it back.
Dude, I've never even heard of them. Like, I'm Googling it now.
Yeah, they're like one of the... They're like one of the top.
$30,000 used.
It's one of those. You spell it KRU, but it's got 2 dots on top of the U.
Yeah, I mean, I found it, but I've just never heard of it.
Yeah, they were like one of the top gun makers for like over and unders, like sporting clay guns.
Why would you go duck hunting with them? Like, I want something I can paddle the boat if I need. Like,
because he's going to hunt where he ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, when you have over $100 million in the bank, you don't really give a shit.
Oh my God! Yeah, that link he just sent me. Like, there's used ones, and they're like $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, you're so fast looking stuff up.
Yeah. Got to be quick draw.
Yeah, we'll be talking about something, and before I know it, he'll be like, "Ding!" He'll be done sent it, and I'm like, "How did you?" God. Oh man.
Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, said, "Can you shoot me a link?" I said, "Give me about 4 days."
Nah, he'll have it in 10 seconds.
Give me it. Give 4 days. I'll shoot it to you.
Once I find it again, I lost it.
Yeah,
I'm bad about that.
Oh, dude! Before y'all got on, me and Billy were talking, and somehow my thumb hit the speaker portion of my the voice activated thing,
The
And
Siri.
it was just talking on the phone, and I was scared because this had some weird shit on it. And I said, Billy, hang on, I gotta try to figure out how to delete this crap.
Hell yeah.
Lord. Was that this morning y'all shot at 2 million? Billy?
The what? Yeah.
That was this morning?
Yeah.
Was that Ringers and Whizzing?
Yep.
Teal?
And Teal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Saturday, man. We got taxed hard by the tax man. It sucks. We're out there. We shot 6 ducks, 1 model, and 5 teal between me and my buddy. And we had to pack it up early. We couldn't really stay out there too late, so we were starting to pack it up at 8:30. But man, I see this teal, and I know I hit him. I mean, I watched him friggin' die, and he kind of got up, and I hit him again. So he was dead. I see him. I'm looking out there, and I see the wing going like this. I'm like, oh man, he's still alive. How's that possible? So, wow, wow, wow. I'm like, and he's steadily moving over to the cattails. I'm like,
Gator in it.
load 3 more. Bow, bow, bow. I'm like, I just see the wing just still flapping. I'm like, oh my
I
god.
had a bird like that last year.
It must have been a 2-foot gator that couldn't even eat the teal. You know, I mean, like a little gator like this big.
That's what I figured you meant when you said the tax man. I was like, he's got to be talking about a gator.
Yeah, ate all of our birds, man. There must have been 3 gators, because I dropped one next to the boat, and I was watching them the whole entire time. So then it got a little hot and heavy there for a minute. I look back, it's gone. I'm like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man.
That's South Florida problems right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then
when did y'all season go out?
January 30th.
About like when
29th.
all this goes out.
Yeah. And then we dropped 2 teal and a model, like kind of out in the distance, like directly from our blind. And I know there was just one. It's probably about like a 7-foot, 8-foot gator, but he usually stays in his little corner and doesn't come out. And these birds weren't splashing around or anything. They were stone dead. And like I said, when things got a little hot and heavy, then we look out, and he's sitting where the ducks were. I'm like, oh my god. Couldn't find a single freaking bird.
Oh, man.
So mad.
Oh, that's rough.
That's wild.
Like, is that like common?
Yeah. He might have to get the eviction notice if I go back to that spot.
Oh, that's terrible.
It sucks, man. It sucks. Especially when you shoot some nice birds, and they probably all had bands on them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they
That's all.
definitely were.
That's all they eat, you know, are the banded birds.
Oh yeah, the double ones with the green bands on them. We
Yeah.
got Wild Japan in here now, and Randy from Missouri Outlaws here.
Randy,
The place
how's it
where we're
going? Wild Japan.
Where we're going in Idaho, they slay them.
Oh yeah.
There you go, all the green.
They shot
Nice.
a 4-man yesterday.
Those are
I
probably
think you
big
said it
mallards, too. Not them small ones we got over here.
They
Looking
shot,
like
so they shot a 4-man, so 28 birds, and he said that they were done at I think he said 7:30 or 8 o'clock or something. I'm like,
They can only shoot 5 mallards over there, not 7. So that'd have been
it says,
20.
I thought it was 7.
That'd have been 20. Yeah.
Either way, what kind of birds?
Oh yeah, that's more than we'll see. We'll see more birds there in a few days than we'll see here all year.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's like I told him. I've been telling him about it, which is why he's always like, bro, you got to come up here, because he's like, man, I see you're always posting pictures, but you're always posting sunrise pictures, And I'm like, yeah, that's the truth. I said, we'll hunt 30 days a season and shoot 5 fucking birds the whole year. And he's like, I would sell my shit. And I was like, that's all we get. Like, you just got to hunt. And he's like, he was like, I'll tell you what. He said, if you don't shoot more than 5 birds while you're here, I will sell my fucking boat. I said, all right. Sounds like a plan.
See, we shoot greenheads too, except ours look like this.
Yeah.
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 They do taste good. Like, I can't deny that. They taste good.
Well, see,
I don't see no green heads down here, that's for sure.
So out here, it's like seeing a wood duck is like us seeing a mallard. They see a few, but they're so far and few between that nobody ever gets to really shoot them. And so
I wouldn't even pull the trigger on one over there.
I'm originally, from South Carolina, and then I moved out here a few years ago, and I've just kind of been back and forth ever since. And so I tell my buddies here about hunting at home. I'm like, we go out and you can shoot the shit out of some wood ducks, but it's like you don't even want to shoot them because that's like all you see. And people here are like, bro, I'll pay to do you have a place I can go? I just want to shoot one. And I'm like,
yeah, they wanted them out. Yep.
Yeah, I just want one. And I'm like, I mean, we normally just clean them, I guess, but and they're like, what? And then, but vice versa, right? I'm like, man, I just want to shoot a pair of mallards. And they're like, we don't even shoot mallards. That's such a waste. We try to chase cinnamon, like cinnamon teal. And I'm like, yeah, you won't ever catch that shit in South Carolina.
Yeah. My nemesis is cinnamon teal and the tree ducks.
Oh man,
yeah.
I need those two for ducks, and I'll have every one of them. So
Matt, dude, I found the fulvous hole. Everybody, yeah, like kind of where we set up today. Everybody shot their fulvous except for like the widgeon hole that we were at. Just on the other side was the fulvous area.
Oh man,
dude, I mean flying thick, dude. We probably seen about 40, 50 of them. Flying over the canal.
See, I see them in September. I see them all over the place here in September.
I've seen
you see the black bellies, not the fulvous.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Black
those black bellies. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like the way they have it, the STA. So they just opened up a new cell that they haven't opened up. It's probably been 2 years. And it's kind of sprayed out, but it's holding. It has that like high. It kind of looks like St. Augustine grass just floating on the water, and that's what the black bellies really like, is that tall grass with that kind of hard bottom. So they like to hide it in there. But on the other cell, it's all like hydrilla and kind of like dead trees. So the fulvous like that side, the black bellies like the other side. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
But man, the other side we're probably going, I think next week. So we'll probably hit a 2-man or a 3-man limit of black bellies.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
That's why I asked when your season goes out. And I'm like, I got to go to Florida in January anyway.
Man,
I'm trying to go in
beautiful.
February.
Yeah.
They have
Come
a
on
Veterans,
down.
they have a Veterans Day, like February 4th.
Yeah.
That's almost your birthday.
I want one of them, like fully plumed blue wings.
Oh yeah, with the big old moon face on them.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Where do you live at, Billy?
We're out in I would say Fort Lauderdale, just to give you like a reference point.
Oh, dude, I'm in Fort Lauderdale like every other month.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I dive off Dania Beach and stuff like that.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
And so you go to
the. Oh, I'm poor, but I dive like every other week, and I live in
He
Colorado.
ain't poor no more. He was poor.
Florida
I
like
used
every
to
other
be real
week.
poor.
I'm poor.
He didn't say he was poor now.
So you go out to the Dania Jacks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or off of Pearl Street and stuff like that, and get off some of those rocks.
Yeah.
Some of the shipwrecks. So I'm coming out there in January to do my advanced diver.
Okay.
I buy a case of Boss shotgun shells, and I can't eat Taco Bell for 2 years.
Dude, Cabela's today had some business for $63 a box.
Woo!
That's got to be that Winchester.
Nope. Kent Bismuth Upland.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah.
3-inch number 5s.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of
$63.99.
it. I was like, God.
I told Josh I bought 6 boxes.
$60.
No, I'm just kidding. I bought Federal Speed Jogs, boy. It's in the bottom.
That's why you need 5 boxes a day.
Yeah. Well, so that's what the man told me. He said bring 2 boxes per person per day. And I was like, damn. He was like, well, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, but you should be able to shoot your limit off 1 box. Appreciate the help. Glad you believe in me. I was thinking more like 3 boxes per 5 birds, but
Oh, I'm trying to get this plane ride over.
Oh man.
God.
Oh,
I hate flying.
like I said,
used
sit in
to
the
it.
back, dude. Sit all the way in the back.
Watch everybody go before you.
That's right. You watch everybody scream and holler before you hit the ground.
It's not funny, man.
And there's a monster snowstorm going to be coming that way.
Oh,
So you're going to have some nasty turbulence.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
boy, that,
we're about to
that
get
first,
we're about
that
to get
first,
snow tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah.
that first 75-yard drop that you'll make.
You kind of lose your stomach, you know.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm tripping Josh out.
Man, you're better off just driving up there.
Dude, so I did the math. It'd take like $800-900 in gas in like 2 days to get there.
I drive from here to there all the time. It's 2 days. A good day and a half for sure.
It's 24 hours.
And then, yeah, another 8 or 9 hours to Idaho from here.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
We are getting snow tomorrow. Dude, the geese are piling in here. I saw flocks the other day stretched over 30 miles.
Wow.
'Cause here it's
It was
so
a-
flat. Like where I live, I'm right on the fringe of where the mountains start. So like I-25 runs north to south, and Colorado splits it in half. And so I live like right along that corridor, so you can see all the way to Colorado Springs, which is over 2 hours, or right at 2 hours away. So you can see like Pikes Peak from down there all the way from here. So you can see birds that are like going all the way to Denver if you look close enough. And so I'm driving along the road going west, and I just saw like this black cloud start getting up, and I was like, holy shit, there's a bunch of birds. So I like start slowing down, and they were just like tornadoing out, but just flying south. And it was a nonstop, probably 10 or 15 minutes worth. And like the closer I got, I mean, the more and more started getting up, and like it was just absolutely unreal. But they will push down into Colorado. I mean, they'll migrate south all the way through January.
When I was overseas in Iraq, I got a telephone call, and it was my son. And he goes, "Hey, do you mind if I take your Benelli? I'm going on a trip." I said, "Well, where are you going?"
I thought you was poor.
I am. But back then, when I bought the Benelli, it was only $500. You know, back
That's when
in
they
the
learn how
day,
to forge the steel.
I got the first generation Benelli. I mean, it's the first generation. You know, and trust me, it's first generation. But it ain't got no bells and whistles. The only thing that gun has, you can float the floor. But he said, "Can I carry your gun?" I said, "Where are you going?" He says, "I'm going to Colorado." I said, "How are you going to Colorado? You're 15 years old." And he goes, "Well, Papa Duck's taking my dad." He said, "Papa Duck's taking him." I said, "Yeah, take it." He said, "Well, I'm gonna steal your shells too, because I need shotgun shells." All right, just whatever, because I'm overseas. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
They got out there and they hunted a place, and I don't know the name of the town, but it was you've heard of Kodak cameras.
Yeah.
It was the old Kodak land track. And it hadn't been hunted in over 60 years.
Oh, wow.
And this outfitter was able to get the lease on it. And my dad and my son were the first people to hunt it in almost 60 years. They said they had so many ducks and geese that were coming in the decoys. My son caught 2 mallards by hand and caught a goose by hand.
Dude, well, so like this place up in Idaho they do some wild shit like that, and like so him and I were talking, Tanner, the guide up there, because I bought this gun, right, and I was like, well, I guess I ought to buy a choke, but I don't know what to buy. I've never been crazy about it. Like the one I bought a gun last year, and it had like an extended range modified or whatever, and so I just shot it. So I asked them at the store, like, y'all have a choke that's like that? And he was like, well, you just have to buy Carlson's or whatever, you know. So I'm looking, and I called the dude, and I was like, man, I don't know what choke to buy. And he was like, honestly, you probably don't even have to have a choke. I mean, you can just run modified or whatever you want. He was like, I'm not letting you pull the trigger outside the decoys. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, yeah. He was like, we're just going to wait till they all land. He said, realistically, we could just let them land and all of us shoot at the same time and take our limits and go home, but that ain't fun. I was like,
Oh, dude.
damn, dude, maybe I'm just missing out on the real duck hunting in the world or something. I'm
What
like,
year was that?
we'd be shooting whatever 2 miles high because that's the only birds we're going to see all day. He's like, oh, no, you don't shoot them really when they flying.
Well,
You know, I was like, yeah, I guess we ain't really duck hunting the real way.
Ted, what's up, man? How's it going, Ted?
What year was that, Matt, that they went over there?
That would have had to been
91, 90?
no. That would have been 2000.
Oh, you talking about 03, 04?
Yeah, 03, 04, 05, somewhere.
Oh,
in
so
that area.
you was in Iraq during the Wild Wild West days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You went in through the hole in the fence in Kuwait. and
I was. Dude,
yeah, I had sandbags in the damn door in Humvee. Oh, yeah. You one of those.
Y'all had a Humvee?
Well, no, I'm saying I've heard the stories of the Wild West days.
Dude, I was a private contractor. We didn't have that crap. We had little.
Oh, you was a contractor then?
We had little piss-in up-armored Land Rovers.
Oh, I mean, I
Toyota Helix.
Yeah.
I know boys that went in 03, 04, and I've heard the stories of like how they got in and the sandbags in the doors, making their own armor. You know, when I went in 2011, like Humvees didn't roll out the wire.
Yeah.
Like, they stayed in the base.
Yeah.
They had to be MRAP or better to go out the wire.
Well, listen, I didn't fly. You got to understand something. I was a private contractor, so we didn't fly into military bases. We flew into
Civilian
airports.
Mm-hmm.
I flew into the Baghdad airport.
Yeah, but you got some funny looks.
And, oh, yeah. So,
Look at this motherfucker.
We had an Australian pilot. And if I could do an Australian accent, I would, but I can't. But as we're coming in for the landing, he's talking to us. He says, all right, listen, we're going to be doing a combat landing.
Oh, boy, I don't even want to get started on that shit.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to be flying, and all of a sudden the nose is going to drop, and we're going to dive straight in. I'm going to level off right at the runway. I'm going to touch wheels, hit the brakes, and y'all got to bail out. He said, but here's the problem. The airport's being mortared right now. And I got to put this plane down. And all of a sudden, he's like, well, I've got a lot of expats on here. And everybody's like looking at each other. He goes, hang on, boys, I'm fixing to put this shit on the ground. And we couldn't even get out.
That's how that shit is, too.
We landed, he hit the brakes, and dude, whatever we could grab, I don't know, I just grabbed everybody's bag and just took off. And they taxied, and a truck ran up behind it. They dropped a door down. People were jumping into the plane, throwing luggage and shit out into the back of a truck, and met us inside the airport. That was my first day.
Yeah, but you was making way more money as a contractor than somebody in uniform.
I wasn't poor then.
Yeah. Yeah. I was probably doing the same job for $30,000 a year.
I wasn't poor then.
Yeah. Dude, the scariest I've ever been in my life was a combat landing, dropping in Kandahar, Afghanistan. Like, what the fuck?
After about the fourth one, you just got excited. Like, hey!
And the takeoffs are the same way. It's like, hold on.
Yep.
Got to get out.
I'm getting my pilot's license, and so we have to practice on how to do shit like that. As like practicing to land short field or take off short field for whatever reason.
Small plane.
Yeah, in a little plane.
Yeah.
Talk about a roller coaster feeling. That shit's rough. It's sketchy too. I think the craziest part about flying an airplane in the air is the easiest thing ever. I mean, it's like riding in a car with cruise control.
Oh, I do it in my dreams every night. So it's gotta be easy.
So once you just get up in the air, there's literally trim settings so where you can just get everything set and just completely hands off, let it go without autopilot, and then autopilot will track you on like a certain track that you have set, like just waypoints. But landing is you dive down at whatever degree angle, and then you're just supposed to, your intuition tells you, hey, you need to pull up now, and then you like pull it back until it just runs out of juice, and then the wheels touch down. That's what landing an airplane is.
Is that what they teach you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're supposed to like come down at it's a 3-degree angle, and then when you get to it's like 15 feet above the runway, then you just pull the stick back, and then because you're at idle, the plane will just coast its way down until it slowly runs out of lift, and then the wheels will touch, and then you just hold it with the brakes pressed down until it slows down into the nose drops. I suck at it. Landing is like the hardest thing it takes for me to learn. I landed planes, but
if you mess up, you're only going to do it once.
Right. See, and so when I land and I'm like, man, that sucked. And they're like, no, the only shitty landings are the ones where you don't get to take off again. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but we landed.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Right. You made me feel real good about that. And they're like, oh, the plane's fine. You didn't land bad. And I'm like,
Here I am freaking out about flying, and I've done combat landings. Dude, I'm telling you, I was like 22 years old. I was a filler. I was going to I didn't know anybody on the plane. Like I didn't go with my unit. I was a filler, so I went individually. I mean, that shit was creepy. They cut all the lights off. It was C-17, so it was a big sumbitch. Yeah. Everything starts blinking red inside, and they're like, "All right, hold on." And it's just like, and then it's like, boom, you're on the ground. It's like, holy shit.
Did you ever make it to Afghanistan?
Yeah, I was in Kandahar.
Oh, okay. All right. So I was in Mughar and all those places. But what was really, really fun is getting around that country because you had to fly those old Russian helicopters.
That's a nasty motherfucking place.
And so I've got this beard, and it was a little bit longer than it was now. And I wore multicam because I worked with the Army, and so I wore their uniform, had their gear, always carried M4, M9 with me. So I go jumping up onto this helicopter, and the crew chief looks and says, and I got all these Army guys in here, right? Everybody's military but me, but no one knows. I have no patches, no nothing. And the crew chief goes, "Man, I finally got a shooter on board." I'm just laughing to myself. Dude, I'm just a civilian. I know, but it's just funny. And he goes, "Hey, dude, if we happen to go down, make sure you grab the 2 boxes underneath you, and I got a 240 Bravo. So make sure you grab that. If something happens to me."
Did he think you were an operator?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Dude, I landed at
you had a big old beard and no patches, so I mean it makes sense.
No patches, beard. I landed at a Cobb one day to meet up with an Army colonel to go over some training stuff. And so I'm getting out, I'm running out. I got my little I got one backpack with me, and it's got all my gear on it. I come out of the helicopter, get into the little hole as it takes off, and then I finally take my helmet off, put on a regular ball cap, just not an Army soft cover, but a regular ball cap. And I'm walking in, and here's the first shirt of the Cobb. Meets me, and he says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm supposed to meet Colonel so and so." I said, "You're all supposed to have some billeting for me." And he goes, "Yep, right this way." And he takes me to the other side of the Cobb.
I say billeting on a Cobb.
Well, a tent,
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for billeting as well. So he goes, "Yeah, sure, follow me." And he grabs my bag. And I'm like, okay. So he walks me across the Cobb to another section, heavily sandbagged, got all kind of camouflage on it, got a gate guard on it, he's all goofed up. And he goes, "Yeah, this guy's supposed to be with y'all." And he hands me my bag. I said, "Appreciate it." And I walk in, and I've got these guys in there that look like Arnold Schwarzenegger on steroids. And I walk in, and I walk in, and I'm throwing I said, "Yeah." One of the guys goes, "Hey, man, your bunk's over here." And I'm starting to throw my stuff on it. And I'm sitting there, and I take all my kit off, grab my M9, make sure it's loaded. Because I'm not walking around without a loaded gun anywhere. So I make sure everything's loaded. Take my M4, secure it. They got this little rack. I secure it in the rack. And I walk out, and he goes, I say, "I'm looking for this Colonel so-and-so." She goes, "Yeah, he's on the other side of the Cobb." So I walk all the way over to the other side, finally find this Colonel, have our meeting. He goes, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I got you a rack right over here in our tent." And I went, "Oh, man, I'm on the other side in that little compound back there." He goes,
Yeah, you was with the special
he goes,
force.
"They put you with the Delta unit?" I went, I guess. He goes, "No, dude, you're supposed to be with us." I said, "Well, can I just stay there one night?" And he goes, "Yeah, why not?" I went over there, man. They had TV, internet, better internet than anybody else had. They were in there playing games and stuff, I'm sitting there, and they finally, one guy just looks at me and goes,
"Who are you?"
"Yeah, who are you?" And I told him, and he goes, "How'd you get in here?" I said, "Dude, sure brought me in." That man was mad at me for the next 6 months. He was. The rest of his tour, he gave my life living hell. I mean, it was.
That's funny.
Well, finally, I packed my stuff up the next morning, and I said, "All right, I guess I got to go to the other side." But yeah.
Lord.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
I was on. Where was I at? We were at Bagram. And we landed in Bagram one day, and I got out of the helicopter. And my other team members who I worked with were there. Loaded my stuff up, and took me over to the hooches over there. So we were all getting all settled in. I decided to run to the PX, and I'm walking over to the PX. Just all I have strapped on is an M9, and I had all kind of like little officers, man, little lieutenants and stuff, wanting to know why I wasn't saluting them.
Because I thought you were in.
Yeah, I said, "I'm not saluting you. You're crazy."
Well, you shouldn't have been saluting overseas anyway.
I said, I'm not going to salute. You don't rate me. You should be saluting me. And I had them going, dude. I mean, it was, yeah. I had a lot of fun over there.
Who'd you work for?
Well, I worked for 3 different companies. One time I worked for Doncor.
Yeah,
PAE,
we had them when I was over there, Doncor.
and then another company.
Yeah, that's what was shitty is like I was over there turning wrenches, and the guys that worked for Doncor were doing the same shit, but were making 150 a year.
Yeah.
And I was making 30, 40,
Yeah,
or whatever it was. Yeah.
They got the better contract.
Huh?
Well, yeah, they weren't in the Army.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got into an argument, and I'm by no means wanting to get into an argument about this with any of you guys. Because, I did my 6 years in the Marine Corps. But I had one soldier I mean, he was madder than a wet hen about how much we get paid. And I said, let me explain something to you. You got a base pay. You got a combat pay. All your uniforms, all your gear, free. You're getting extra money because you're away from home. I mean, other than the combat pay, you're getting more money. You got some damn good health insurance, health, dental, the whole 9 yards, life insurance, the whole 9 yards. If you take all of that and then put it into a number, that's what I'm making.
It's still a pretty good deal, yeah.
I mean, because I got hurt in Afghanistan, and as soon as I got hurt, I was kicked out. I was gone. No, I didn't have a job to go to.
They just send you back home?
Huh?
They just send you back home?
They sent me back home. Yeah.
No.
I actually had to file for workman's comp and sue them. Huh. And that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing you take when you go private contractor. And
yeah.
So it's, when you boil it all down, when you take all that stuff together, and I was right there with the guys. They got mortared. I got mortared. When their trucks got blown up, I was normally in a truck with them. So, I went through the same stuff. I just had the experience for my job more than they did. It's kind of like this group. If you took the three of y'all and put all your duck hunting experience together, you're not going to equal the experience that I have.
Probably not.
Because I got 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I made $4,000 a month over there as an E4, 22 years old.
Yeah.
I don't make $4,000 a month now. Shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because you spend it in Florida going diving and skiing trips.
I spent 6 weeks in Europe this summer too.
Tell them how many cars you got.
How many cars I got?
Yeah.
Well, I just bought a Raptor last weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
But
No.
I mean, Josh got a platinum, so don't let him act like he ain't got the same shit I got. Mine just has fender flares on it.
That's true. It's the same truck. Yours just rides better.
I love it, honestly. I got 2,000 miles on it now. I bought it last Saturday. No, 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah, I got that. I got a welding truck, and then I got my Audi I bought years ago. And so I went to Germany for a year. So I got to ship the car to Germany, drive it around Germany, and then ship it back. So same boat. I went over there as a DOD contractor, but on the GS scale. So I went over there and made like $40,000 a year.
Yeah, that's like GS.
I had a blast, but after that I was like, dude, I got to do something else. So I changed careers, ended up in the welding world. Now I run a construction company, and we put in a bid for $2 million on Friday. So we'll see if we get it.
There's nothing like having a high GS rating and bumping somebody off of a flight. That is got to be. I mean, that is. I went in there.
Like contract flight or civilian flight?
Military flight.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, I went in there to get a flight to go to Mooker, and the guy said, "Well, so I put my name down, and they said, okay, you show back up. If we have anybody who cancels, you can go, whatever." I said, no, I don't think you understand. And I handed him my card, and he looks at it. He goes, "Yes, sir, not a problem. Colonel, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to bump you."
Well, hold on. What GS were you?
15.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah, I was 7 when I went to Germany.
Yep.
So I worked contractor, DOD, but I was WG-10 for like almost 6 years, and I left that last year.
When I got there,
poor Billy's lost up here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been on the Army talk for like 40 minutes now.
I'm
When I got
sorry.
to Afghanistan, I was working for DynCorp,
It's all
and I'd already
shooting.
worked for him prior. And when I was checking in, the cat card girl who fills out our information for our cat cards, she remembered me from Iraq. And, we got to talking, and she asked me where I was going. I said, this is where I'm supposed to be going. She goes, yeah, you're going to need a little something extra. So she filled out my information, got my information, sent it off, and my cat card finally came, and it had GS15 on it, and I was the highest rated guy up there, just because of a slip of the pen.
Oh, that's great.
That's even better.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Getting a colonel off a flight.
Dude. Oh, it was. Oh yeah.
Hey, so we're an hour and 20 minutes into this. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
You
Shut the hell up with the Army talk.
Yeah. Well, I need to be up at early morning to get to work, which sucks. I wish I could stay on a little longer. So
I ain't working tomorrow, so
I gotta work.
have fun with that.
yeah, must be
I'm
nice.
working on the laptop.
All I gotta do is wake up, grab my phone, clock in, and walk to my office.
So
Yeah, I don't have it that easy.
well,
I'm trying to get Josh to get on board with the whole self-employment thing. We're working on it.
Yeah, I got to find out what I want to do. I want to start my own business. I just don't know what to do.
I'd be a duck guide if I were you in South Carolina.
Yeah, okay. I'd really be broke.
what do you mean? You just don't guarantee anything.
Hey, Palmetto.
I'll take you out there.
Man.
I'm trying. So my goal with this whole business thing is to make enough money to buy an impoundment, and we're just gonna have like a 3-man hunting club and be like me, Josh, and Vince, and we just have special invites for people to come and hunt. So
That's the only way to kill ducks here. Be like every other rich guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill them, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, Matt knows.
Oh yeah.
So I appreciate everybody coming on.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. So
Sorry
next
we ran
week.
away on the military talk, but
Yeah, you're good. It was definitely entertaining. That's for sure. So yeah, guys, we'll do this again next week, 8:00. If you
Next
guys
Sunday.
want to jump on,
I'll be in Idaho, but we might jump on.
yeah, you can always
I'll
use
be
your
here.
phone.
Yeah, I'll use my phone.
I'm
Yeah.
doing mine tomorrow night. So anybody wants to come on, let me know.
He's talking and he's muted.
You
Yeah,
muted me?
Oh, I hit my hand on the mouse pad. I hit the mute button.
Yeah, you were talking, but nothing was coming out.
Yeah, so we'll be in Idaho, so it'll be mountain time still. So 6:00 for us, but that should be enough time. I think we'll be able to get on. We'll be at the hotel or whatever. So
perfect.
we should have, a full 2-man limit of mallards and geese.
I'm about to say, hopefully, we have some birds in hand at that point.
For
I
once,
want to do a big dead mount from the trip. Hopefully, I'd like to shoot a widgeon. I don't know. We'll see.
come on down here, man. They're everywhere.
Well, I'm coming in February. Just mark me down.
All right,
Whatever the Veterans Day is, I'm coming.
10
Well, I'll go too.
All right.
Hell, I might as well come.
Yeah,
Let's all go. Oh yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We'll crash
Okay.
at Willie's house.
pile on veteran hunt.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're gonna end this call tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll see y'all next week.
Y'all take care. Have a good one.
See ya.